She knows.
It better be magic, okay?
It's going to be like a Bentley.
We need to make it smooth. And if this does not work, you in trouble. You in trouble.
Yeah.
You in trouble.
So the Panda currently runs on Fiat 500 FK Coilovers, which I have a video that I did an installation for like a year and a half ago or something like that. I don't know when. But I've been driving around on them, and to be honest, like, you know, it's kind of cool for the first few months, but then after that it becomes like a really kind of daunting and disgusting thing to be driving on such cheap coilovers. So what the plan is that now we're going to be swapping out for the B12 kit from Bilstein and Eibach. So it's a B8 dampers with Eibach springs, and a lot of people say that apparently they're top notch, the quality. So I'm gonna put that in there into the Panda with the help of my lovely girlfriend. Yep. Guada will also put in her opinion whether the shocks and springs are actually good.
Because I am the sufferer.
Yeah, she's suffering quite a hefty bit. Although I'm driving it every single day, I feel like I'm suffering more.
Yeah, but like, since you're the one that installed the other ones, even though it's bad, you would just like brush it off. But
yeah.
Me, I'm like, I don't like it, and I know I don't like it.
Everyone's a critic.
And I tell you I don't like it.
Yeah, okay, you can. So here's one of the rear shocks, and you can see that at the top here, the top mount, like it looks very nice and chunky and like quality, along with the bottom as well. These are monotube, I think they're monotube. So here in the box we have ourselves the B8 dampers from Bilstein, and we have our Eibach Pro Kit springs, which together make the B12 kit. It cost me about 400 euros from MW Motorsports in Germany. That actually looks pretty cool with the license plate and all. Guada is going to be removing the top nuts off of the top mounts. So I have the impact drill plugged into the top mount. Guada, would you mind grabbing it and pressing the top part of the button? There you go, that's done. So plug it out.
I'm so scared.
You got it, babe. That's okay, that's okay. That actually came out really well. And now we're gonna do this side. Oh, just a little bit, just a little bit. You don't want it to come off completely. It's just spinning around the whole thing, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of wizardry and trickery.
See, I was so much better.
Yeah, you were. And this is the awkward way of doing it, so you have to get the right sized Allen key bit. Allen. There we go. Sometimes these can actually round off, so you have to be quite careful. But because this is in decent condition, like there's no rust or anything like that. Whoops. You have to be careful not to bang your frame. Just try and loosen it. And that's that. So now we get around to jacking up the car. Now I'm just putting on an accent and I can't help it. So I made this little block of wood to try and kind of like match up what is on the car's factory jack. It's because it has a little slot to slot the sill into the when you're lifting the car. So it just, rather than having a flat jacking point with my 2-ton jack, I made this so that it just slots in and doesn't bend the sill when it's being lifted. So it's just a handy little thing when you're lifting the car. Coilover number 1 removed. You can see how filthy.
Say that again, that sounds weird.
Let's stick my mouth. Coilover number 1 removed. You can see how filthy it is from the Irish roads. I'm still going to be reusing the top mount because it's still got good bearings.
Come here, yeah. Give me a kiss.
Anyway, back to reality. I'm curious to make sure that this has gone the correct way, because I feel like there's too much compression at the top. See the way like all the springs are pretty much exactly like touching off each other, so I don't know. Have I put it on the correct way or not? I'm pretty sure I have, but that seems kind of wrong, so can you guys let me know? And yeah, hopefully that's okay.
I'm such a bad camera woman.
Booty, 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 booty.
Start over.
Why would anybody be singing about summertime sadness? That's really lame. Summertime is a very happy time.
And what if you get your heart broken?
So the bump stops were smashed in there, and they were compressed so much that they actually melted down, and they're ruined really. I can't use them because they won't even hold on at the top. So I could replace the bump stops, but in the meantime we're still gonna go and drive without the bump stops. It's not too big a deal. Unless I have a heavy car, that's when the problem will be there. And just to give you a comparison of the springs in the rear, here's the E-Box springs, and then here is the FK springs. There's like nearly 2 inches of difference. It feels a bit more floaty. Maybe it's just in my mind.
Yeah, it does.
But it definitely feels a lot better. Oh my god, you don't feel anything. And the camera is not like... Can we go Ring of Kerry again?
Okay.
Okay.
Then it's a bit better, the weather. You like?
I like it a lot.
I like as well. Okay. Oh, my greasy fingers. I did a little bit of work. Look, little bit of work.
She did like...
Look, a little bit of work.
She did the back suspension. Oh my god, this feels so
did the back
beautiful.
suspension, ish, and I tightened and took off the wheels and put them back on, and I looked pretty, and that's all.
This actually, I'm actually stumped how comfortable these are. Even here. Babe.
Babe, what did you say?
No more whining from you. This is super comfortable.
I
oh
have
my
the
god.
ride, okay? I would be going like...
This is extraordinary.
This would be the footage if it was the old suspension, like
yeah, pretty much.
This.
Well, one of the videos has an example of that when we went to Kerry.
Like, these roads are pretty shit, but
they're awful.
But you don't feel like with the old suspension. I could feel every single little like stone on the road, like everything.
Yeah.
Be a little stone, like oh.